Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about sketch relations in SolidWorks. So last time we talked about smart dimension, which is a way to dimension the length or location or angle of different features inside your sketch. So here with the sketch relations is another way that can help you define. So you can see when I hover my little pencil tool, you can see there's like a vertical and horizontal symbol that pops up. So usually anything in those little squares is the type of relation that it's suggesting. And this is the coincident relation here, this yellow one. So let's say I just create a line like this, right? So if I were to create a line that's starting on here, it will automatically make it coincident with the origin. So you can see this little green here. If I hover over it, it says that it's coincident, right? So that's one way to make it coincident. You can also click this dot, hit the control key, and click the origin. And you can see there's different relations you can add. So here you can make it coincident. That's another way. And you can see this green dot here pops up, which confirms that it's now a coincident relation. And then let's say you wanted this line to be vertical. You could click this and then you could either come up here and say make vertical or come to the side here and click vertical. I typically like to just come here and say vertical, and then you can see this vertical relation is now popping up. And let's say you change your mind with the relation, you could click that relation, so it'll now turn blue, hit the delete key, and then you could right click it and create a new relation like horizontal. So now it's a horizontal relation. Okay, so relations are good if you're working with like different things. So like let's say I had a different line here, right? And maybe I want this line to be parallel. So you could actually control and select two of the lines, and you could see that you have the parallel tool here relation. So you can see that both these have this parallel symbol. So this line is now constrained to be parallel, and I could delete it and click this, hit control, click this other one. You can see I can make it perpendicular. So now these two lines are perpendicular. That's another relation you have available. I could delete this and click that, control, click the second one. You can also make it collinear. So this will make this along the same line. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. You could also do, you could say equals. So now they're the same length. So you can see these are all different ways you can help fully define your sketch. So the ultimate goal is to just make it fully defined, right? But for here, let's just make like a simple example. So you could either dimension it or you could use relations to help you. So here, for example, let's say I want to make this 2 inches, and then this one, I could make this vertical, which will help me dimension it. So by making the vertical dimension, I don't need to specify the location of this point. So that's just another way to do it. And then I can also, let's say I want this to be 2 inches. Instead of smart dimensioning this, I could just make these two equal, for example. So that's one way of adding, modifying that. And if I could change this smart dimension to 3, and then everything will update. Okay. But the main idea is we could have a relation here that can help you fully define your sketch. So let's say we added a circle in here, and then there's another relation with circles and lines. You could make them tangent. There's also this fixed one here, which will show you. Well, let's do the tangent first. So I could click these two sketches, and I can make tangent. So now the circle is going to be always tangent to this line. Okay. And maybe I want it to be tangent to both lines. I could control click both and then make tangent. So now this circle is tangent to both lines. Okay, so you can see relations are pretty powerful. It helps making your sketches defined a lot more easily. And then I could also, let's say I want the circle to be contained inside. I could do something like oh, there's also like the concentric tool. So, let's say I had another circle. Maybe I want these two circles to be in the center of each other. I could do make concentric or colradial. That would be something similar. So you can see here now I have two circles that's centered with each other. So instead of doing concentric, what I can also do is, if I were to move this, I could delete this, and let's say I made another circle, right? I could have this, the two centers, I can make it coincident. That will pretty much serve the same purpose. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways you can do it, but the main idea is you'll always see your relations show up here in the screen, and then you could use that to your advantage to fully define something. Okay, so you notice that this circle has one more degree of freedom, which is the size. So we could use our smart dimension tool here to make this 3 inches. And now this thing is fully defined. Okay, so you can see that there's no minus sign here anymore. So that's how you work with sketch relations. So if you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.